Artificial intelligence is the most powerful technology available to mankind today. I believe it will completely transform all our jobs, it will transform how businesses are run, and it will transform our society. The implications of AI are much wider reaching than most people actually believe at the moment. What AI now allows us to do is it allows computers to see, it allows computers to hear, it allows machines to walk. Sometimes AI is seen as this magical new thing. Actually, AI has been around since the 1950s. What has changed more recently is that we now have better computing power, and we have had this massive explosion in the amount of data we are collecting. 90% of all the data in the world was generated in the last 18 months or so. So we now have huge volumes of data, and this has changed things. In the past, we had rule-based AIs basically. So we had to program those formulas. What we now have is we have what we call machine learning. So instead of telling the computer, this is the formula to follow, in order to recognize someone on a photograph or recognize a dog on a photograph. Now you just simply feed the computer images and say, you figure it out yourself. And this is a little bit like how we learn by experience. As human beings, we have this network of neurons in our brains, and over time we learn. So we learn how to recognize your mum, your dad, a dog, a car on a photograph. But we can't actually explain how we do this, right? So the same is now true for machine learning algorithms. We give them millions of photographs of, let's say, dogs and cats, and they are able to learn by themselves. In particular, we now have different layers of these neural networks. We talk about a deep learning. Deep learning is some of the leading edge AI that we're seeing at the moment, and this is allowing companies like Facebook to recognize you on a photograph and tag your friends. This is allowing companies like Amazon to release speakers that can understand your voice and speak back to you. And it allows cars to drive by themselves. And all of this is going to completely transform our world. And what I do is I help businesses understand those implications of AI and how they can prepare for this and really leverage this for their business success. If you would like to learn more, head to my website at bernardmar.com, where you can find tons of articles, white papers and videos that will give you a lot more insights into real-world case studies and examples.